45 minutes left in the trading session. What a trading session it has been. Welcome back. We have a whole, guys, 45 minutes to go before AMC does it or does it not get to 900 million shares traded today. Man, where do we start? 70, what was it, $72?
I mean, we're not far now, 68.
It just broke up again.
Unbelievable. I mean, there's AMC. I just noticed there's this, I mean, all of these like highly shorted stocks all decided to go at the same time. PETS up 40+% on the day. I mean, pick one. It's run.
Well, hopefully they'll pick a few, right? I mean, you even talked about Blackberry there, Neil.
Oh my God. Bed Bath & Beyond, I mean, Blackberry. I mean, someone was just mentioning, I don't know, like BarkBox you just said over there, or BC. It's ridiculous. I'm watching a 42 on Bed Bath & Beyond because the 40 break is pretty good. It's a lower high that got put in. So I'll play some breaks. You know, it is what it is, guys. You got to take these breaks when they're there. And then if you go to the daddy of them all, I mean, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, AMC.
Big daddy.
Here's another push. Now, it tried to break through this 68 here, guys. And this is the lower high that got put in. I mean, I thought this was like, you know, king you know what when it turned around at 61.72, and Beauchamp and I had that halt trade to the short side, only to see it come right back into that 72 range. One of our traders did a comparison between this and the day GameStop went 30 to 74. It's not one. AMC is way stronger than on that particular day in GameStop, and of course we all know it wasn't done when it made that move. If there's a top break, I mean, you almost got to have it. I'll have a 70 break if it happens on AMC. I'm going to have a 42 break on Bed Bath & Beyond if that happens. I haven't really looked at Blackberry since it turned around at 1666. So once again, 666. The number, I suppose.
The number, yeah. I actually got out of some Blackberry today as well. Okay, so Rocket went, I mean, look at AMC, guys. I mean, boom, boom, boom. We've been tweeting out a couple things here. We did have that very, very top break as well. Both Neil and I shorted. We were short all the way, getting blown out all the way up. I mean, took some profits here, shorted that break, got out, that's a $10 winner. Then shorted this monster right here off that 68 level. That's right where we are right now. So debating doing the exact same thing again here. Shorting off here, waiting for a 70 break. So, you know, these breaks have been monstrous. It's been a horrible day for anybody caught short, because if you were caught short, let me just show you something here. This 50 break right here, yeah, it didn't last very long, guys. This 50 break, it broke 50 and basically marched. This is one candle, 50 to 53 and change. So that was a problem for anybody that was playing off 50 levels. So watch out, watch your shares, hold them close to your chest today for sure. Palantir up 6%. Skills, remember we talked about Skills? Neil and I talked about that name and what the short interest was on Skills today. Well, how about that? Up 25%. It's on the sticky note. The sticky note level though today, guys, was 17. I was hoping for a 17 pullback, and yeah, we didn't get that. So all the way up to $22, $23. So Skills making moves as well. We're going to find a name to get into here. There's been so many things happening. AMC, I think that's probably the right short now into that 70 level. Let's see what happens to AMC short.
Brendan just put another one in the chat, and I just went to check to get those shortable shares on costs. Costs up 70, well, was 77% a second ago, now it's 76.
That's it?
Not that it matters. Yeah, exactly, that's it, right? Like, is that even enough? But look at the barcode. I mean, it's not really barcoding, but it's like a $2 range off the top here. I do look at this at about like a 44. I mean, at this late in the day, I usually go to a 3-minute chart, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that just to get a better look at it for some of these levels. But you're seeing the first big pullback ever since. No, I mean, the fact that it didn't halt to the upside, whatever, you can sort of get into that idea there, but, you know, 44 is the current top. I'm going to take a shot at cost, because I always do on this name. And then watch out Blackberry. It's sort of getting back up to that 16 level. You know, if that takes off the top, it could be another interesting one. The Bed Bath & Beyond trade might be a bit of a missed opportunity. You know, there was a 41 break in addition to the 40, but I was waiting for 42 for the second trade there, but I just got in the cost. Of course, I mean, first trade of the day short, yeah, why not? Why not on a day like today have the first trade of the day be short? I'm with Sean, because just to show you guys AMC here, I had 7 short trades before that top one. A lot of them were tight stops there, and a couple of them had decent wins before the big one. But ultimately, I've stayed away from it since those holds. Brendo?
Just checking on this Janon. Here's another one just going now, guys. JAN on the NASDAQ just went from 7 to 9. Halted on the way up, but 31% here for this JAN. Volume still coming into this one.
Okay, guys. Yeah, so your boy short AMC at $1.20 now in the money, guys. We shorted at 67 again. This is the level that we just called. There's the short. There's the tick. We rinse and repeat. I mean, it's that same short from right there. So in the money now, another $1 on this name. And well, now it's 65 cents. Okay, so this is probably a good spot, man. 65. If we could take $2 on this right in front of everybody, I think that's pretty good. Coming back in 65. Yeah, okay, right there. That's a good little level there. So let's put our bid in for AMC 65. Rocket trying to go as well. We could watch out for that takeoff to the upside right now. Rocket, that high of the day is 20.72. I have $20 calls. We talked about that in the morning, and that's working out well as well. So lots of things happening. Let's go back to AMC, man. We're in the money at $1 right now. 67.40, but we're going to get greedy, guys. Let's put our bid at 65 and change. See if we make $2 clean on this name. We could take one right now, but we want more. Let's go.
Yeah, let's flush them down the toilet because costs just went a couple of bucks in the money as well. I'd like to see it get to to this 40 range here to the downside. Now, obviously, this is the first major pullback. Come on, I was right in front of 40. Cross up a little bit, see if I can get the fill. Give me. You just
get it.
I mean, I'll probably get it here. We're deep in the money. I just wanted to cash that off of that 40. Even of course, as it bounced, I did just try to cross up there and get some share. But I'm not going to chase it too far. Not when if AMC's pulling back. The Big Daddy, well, I mean, I just keep calling it the Big Daddy. But there's so many of these names. It's just AMC's doing the most volume, right? So the notional volume that's going off is the biggest. I want to come over to Blackberry because it's sort of barcoding here, looking for a bit of a rollover, a second rollover, I should say, that hasn't happened. This is me making a keystroke error out of complete frustration. I said, I'm not going to go back to that name. I'll look for something else because I was so close to just punching in at 1560 after I keystroked out of it. That was pretty stupid. We'll hang on to costs. I wanted along in Bed Bath & Beyond. I thought maybe there was a bit of missed opportunity, but it's about to just pop up again. So as much as cost is coming downside, it looks like Bed Bath & Beyond could try to take 42 one more time here. Of course, the first, this was when the craziness was happening right after at noon. It was a failed break. The second time, it can be a charm sometimes. We'll see what happens with Bed Bath & Beyond, but you can't have only shorts. Despite the fact the upside, or I should say downside, is tremendous. On some of these because they run so far. Brendo?
Just anyone who was wondering on that BBBY, yes, it's highly shorted as well, 30+% on Bed Bath & Beyond. But there was actual news around that stock today. They announced a whole bunch of new brands and labels for in-house merchandise that they're going to launch. Apparently, this was a part of their plan that they announced going back to the beginning of this year, and now they're getting to doing this, guys, way ahead of schedule. So there is actual news on Bed Bath & Beyond, but I'm not sure that matters.
See,
all right, there it is. Dap it up. Money Central right there. Took $1.70 on that move. We just got out 66.07 there. $1.70 or $1.40? $1.40, sorry. 66.07 out. We moved our stop, and here comes our stop right now. It was 65.50. Not our stop. That was going to be our out. So give up a little bit of money there, but there's a nice little win again. I mean, it seems like they're small because when you look at this, but when you take in shares and you can put in your... I changed my stop. Why did I do that? We were just short, guys. 67.50 right now. There we go. Now I have a long for some reason by accident, so we got to get out of that one. But watching out for Rocket now, and there we go. We're going to get out. We don't mean to be long this AMC. That's okay. That was one of our targets, 65.51, and forgot to cancel it. So we'll wait for that one, and we'll go to the upside now. Look at this, man. Tank City right now on AMC, guys. I mean, I just hope that a lot of you guys got out on the high side. Here we come, man. We were just short 68, man. This is at 62 now.
Yeah, and same thing happened over in cost. We left some on the table because we got that 40 print. We got the $2 move on the stock. It just powered through 38. I mean, if it gets to like 35, I would have expected maybe there could be a snapback. I mean, there's no halt yet. This is a 3-minute chart. If you saw this on a 1-minute, I'd be expecting a halt because 43 down to 39. Now, if it breaks down even further, I'm looking for a bit of a dip. And while these are unwinding, remember, as Brendan just mentioned, and this is why it's good to get the news here. Remember that there actually is positive news on Bed Bath & Beyond. It doesn't mean it's not still a squeeze because obviously, the extent to this move is going to be the short interest and squeeze action. But there is at least a bit of a catalyst. I think maybe that's why it's holding up a little better. That's why if I take a top end break, it's likely to be in that name while I'll be looking for potential bounce in costs.
Oh no. Did we do it again? Yes, we did. We went short again here, guys. Short again at 63.50. It just touched down 61 and change. So I don't know if this move is going to be over or not, or what the deal is, but this is rocking and rolling right now. We're another 55 cents. We're just $1.50 in the money again on this. So now we'll get out again on this bottom, 61.50. Hopefully we can get that out, maybe 62 even. Take another $1.40. What up, B?
I got to sit down at some point when we have 5 minutes and write down all of these symbols because the list continues to grow. Here's another one, CLVS, Clovis, the oncology company. It is, let me double check, 30.06% on the short side, and it is starting to go now, guys.
Yeah, there's always another one, guys. And that's the thing. We try to focus on what is going to be. Look, you can't trade all of them, so you have to focus on what you think is going to be the best. And obviously, AMC with that turn off that higher low is going to be a good one. I thought there'd be a deeper pullback just now in cost. And that's one of the reasons why I wasn't really hunting for a long off 38. I was looking to see if it would drop a little bit lower before catching the falling sword. And Bed Bath & Beyond is now barcoding. It's kind of crazy here to see that lack of activity, I think is the best way to put it. Blackberry, on the other hand, is making a move back in. And if you look at this level here, about 14.70 into about 15, I mean, it just flushed down into that price range. So it's looking pretty solid for a bit of a dip. Now, I've only been going short in Blackberry. I don't think I have a red. As you can see, it's all purple, 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 and then greens, even on the way up. So that's pretty crazy. And I'm looking for the first long to come off of this 15 level on this little bit of a dip. So if it can't be cost, it might have to be Blackberry. 14.70 to 15 even is a nice little stop area. And as fast as these slam back down, they've usually resisted the down. I mean, Blackberry hasn't halted a single time. So resisting downward halts, having some semblance of organization to most of its moves, at least until it got to that 16.66, which was completely random.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. We're gonna wait. I mean, I'm short right now. I just took a short on Fisker here, so we're gonna be short AMC, short Fisker. Fisker short 70s right now off this high of the day of 80. Again, this is the one EV name that I'm in, really. Decent spot there. But that was a big high move there, 1480, up 10%. I mean, Brandon's got to write these names down. He's right. There's been a lot moving today. And then here's why, guys. Fisker just broke up. We're right at these levels. I mean, it's not that we're at these levels that we can't just pass them. I mean, who would have thought this? You're up already 40% from just 2-3 weeks ago when we made that 10 bottom. But I mean, that's just a big move, and we're right into these teeth now here. So I mean, the short could come in the next couple days. Maybe today's not the right day. I don't know if today's the right day to short anything. But right now, Fisker, we like it. We're going to be short this name against this high of the day. Let's see where Fisker goes from here. Was that a Brendan call?
Indeed. I was just going to check on Cron too, guys. There was actual news in the cannabis space, if you remember, way back this morning, if you joined us at 8:30. If you didn't join us at 8:30 every day. 8% here for Cron, guys. Remember, Amazon came out and publicly stated they support the legalization of marijuana, guys.
Amazon not really moving. There was another one from this morning, if it'll load up here, that just rolled over, and that's that AHT. And only interesting because there was this double top. I mean, right at the open, you got like 580 or 550, sorry, and then the same thing in the pre-market. Dipped one time to that price. It's dipped a second time right into this 550 level. Technically 557. So I kind of favor the both long into in front of it and then give you that short trade if it does break through VWAP, guys. So it's one of the few things you can have here that looks like a relatively tight stop. So it's about 15, 20 cents or so, and then you flip to the other side of the trade. I wanted to try to find a dip to buy instead of just only looking breakout over in Bed Bath & Beyond. I almost call Bed Bath & Beyond Blackberry because it's a lot of B's. But AHT, another one from the morning here. I'll play it both directions, but first things first, I'll defend that previous high and then the little dip buy the second time through. Double top, will it put a double bottom in? I certainly hope so. We got to be flat by the end of the day, so half an hour for us to close these trades. Someone asked that question, what does it mean to be flat? It just means that any positions we have on here with Day Trade the World, we must get out by the bell.
All right, guys, if there's any symbols you want us to look at, let us know because there's just so many to look at. AHT's another one. Oh, a strange one to look at here, guys, that we're still positive on. But NEO today, talk about a strange one. Like this short really cashed in, man. Like this 41.50 short that we talked about, like that ding, 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 all the way to the downside. So we were long, long, long. All these greens are buys and the reds are outs. And then the one short right there was Neo, basically 41.60 or so into that short. And then bang, we didn't cover anything. We covered some at the very bottom, but not enough. And right now, Neo, like we joked about this earlier on, like can we find a stock that is actually down today that's a relatively big name and one that we know traders like to trade? Neo would be the one there. I don't know. Let's check in Tesla. Is Tesla still down as well? Today it was down 2 and a bit. Yeah, so still now down 3 and a bit today. We did get Neo. Wow, we got to that 600 level that we were talking about. And again, too much chaos happening, but that's a great little pickup there. Anybody got long 600? 601, something like that. You're able to take a nice little profit back to the upside, but there's that one. And okay, so I'm just hovering around flat on this AMC. Like I know a lot of us want to talk AMC, and so do I, but it only went down into the money about, what am I short? 63.40. So it only went into the money about $1.40, which is what we took the first time. So I think we may have to do that again here on AMC, but what a crazy day. AMC, my #1 stock today, needless to say. Let's see, we're going to go short again if it can break a little bit higher and then use 70 as our out. But right now we're trying to get this thing, we're not trying anything. We're just hoping that this thing can go down. What's that? Like look at this. There's like guys stacking bids now. Like what's up with that? But anyways, okay, here it comes back down to the downside. Wow, guys, 700 million shares today for AMC.
Yeah, and I look at something like a cost, done 16 million shares. It just shows you the disparity between the two, and it tells you about the liquidity. I mean, on this name, you're seeing, oh, that's still on Tesla because obviously it would be. And then you're going to see like a 20-cent spread at times. Cost has a chance to maybe retest this 30. This is 38 where it pulled back to. Of course, I got out $2 too early. If 38 goes, I mean, maybe that's the shot into 35 that I was watching for. AH Team, it's a $5 stock. It's not moving the money a couple of cents here. I'll take, try to get that 10, 15, 20-cent winner on that name. If it gets to the high of the day, it's already made a double top, so I don't want to get too greedy. But this cost looks pretty solid for like a 38 breakdown here. And I see AMC teetering. If that were to fall over, it might be easier to catch a cost trade through a 38. So I'm going to try and put that stop in, see if we can't get the short, only if it breaks. I mean, it'll cross like 20 cents or so because that's what the average spread has been at times. If we can get it on the break of that 38 level, we'll be pretty happy with it. And then just, sort of waiting around for Bed Bath & Beyond is going to be something that is not going to be of any use. Whoops, it's on the NASDAQ. There it is. Come on, load, give it to me. That 42 touched, did not break, now pulling back in. The other way to look at this would be 38. So same price as cost is a bit of a key one. 38 on a bounce. I want Bed Bath & Beyond off of this 38 level. If I can catch it, like 38.20, 38.50, something along those lines, I'll step in front of that one at VWAP. Brennan?
Oh, wow, this one is teeny tiny. I found another one. 10%, only 10% short, but 2 million share free float, guys, and this is what I'm speaking of. UUU, NYSE Arc Exchange. This is Universal Security Instruments Incorporated. Was halted there, just resumed, continuing to the upside for this one as well.
Like
There's too many.
Pretty speechless here about what to do with this. So now we're 50 cents again in the money here on AMC. We haven't really held this thing against us too much, like maybe 50 cents, maybe $1 against us, and then it pops right back up. So maybe it's scalp time here on AMC. Like, do we just take the 50 cents? It's dropped down a couple times into this area, and then there's definitely buyers at 62.50. So everywhere here, there's been buyers. We're waiting like down here, 61, like into this area here. So I'd rather have it break and then come in to us, and then we'll see if a 60 breaks, and then we'll go short at 60 as well. Like, I'd love to go long. I mean, you could do the same thing. It's just I feel like there's something, like a little bit more protection here on the downside, because you do have some of these levels that we should be able to retest. I mean, we have our outs, man. Like, you break through 65 here, we're going to be gone, and then we'll average in again up here and then see what happens at 70. So the game plan is here. It's just I feel like we just keep staring this 50 cents, 70 cents, like 90 cents in the face, and we're not taking it, and that's definitely not the way that I trade. So yeah, a little crazy there today on this name. Look at Tilray. We talked about this earlier, guys. Actually, I have it on my board. Hold on, let me just click it and see. Yeah, Tilray, about that. Remember in the morning, guys, when we were buying 1750s and then we were buying 17s and we were like, you know what, we think that Tilray has a pretty good chance here. Well, it got to 18 and I shorted it. It took out some money there, so that was good. And then it broke above the high of the day and we actually got out. So that was a flat trade on our last one, but it did dip back down to VWAP and now it's off like crazy, Tilray. So again, another good mover here. And, if you're going to squeeze on anything, like I just wonder if tomorrow or the next day, we talked about it, there are now some, look at Beyond Meat 149. There are some names here that can get squeezed that really haven't, like this is not a squeeze, man. Like up 12% is not a squeeze. So, Tilray still can go. I like this. If the boards and everything gets behind marijuana, there's been some good headlines. There's been some good catalysts for this. Maybe Tilray is one of the next ones to go. So watch out for Tilray and for Canopy. AMC, there's nothing I could do, man. I'm just going to sit here and just wait because I can't keep worrying about this. It just went again, another dollar in the money, and we didn't take it. So let's just let this one smooth out. And if it takes us out breaking through 65, then it takes us out. Otherwise, I don't even have a bid out. So let's wait to see how low this can go here. That is AMC.
Yeah, and speaking of, in the other end of the spectrum is how high it can go. Pets, another fresh high as it just broke. Look, it broke out again through 43. It got through 44. Now, obviously, 45 is a nice little round number there, but it got to 44.22, stalled at that quarter mark. And when it comes back in, you get that push in, that parabolic candle break, and then sort of a fail break. I'm going to jump into this. I wanted something on a reversal. Finally got one, 43.84 on a short. And obviously, cost was pretty good. This is a bit of a stronger chart. I mean, cost is cost. It'll do what it does. If it gets back into this cluster, into that 43, I'll go ahead and take like 70 to like a buck or something in that range. Actually, why not just step in front of that 43 even, guys? We're going to go back to Brendan, but watch out. This Bed Bath & Beyond, I might have to get into that long trade before it even gets to VWAP here because I'm getting impatient with it. Brendo?
Any Roomba fans out there? iRobot, another one here, guys. This one is, 16, 17% short side. 8% on the day here. Just took out day highs there. 106 now for iRobot.
Like I said, there's so many names. I'm just looking at the board. I'm trying to find good opportunities. We did get more Fisker there short. So right now we have, I want to look at Ford. We'll talk about our Zoom trade that wound up good. So we'll look at that in a minute. But right now, Fisker, I like this short. We took another one. Again, it's against this day high. If some of these names, basically what I'm trying to do now, because we got to be flat in a little bit, if some of these names fall apart, they'll all probably fall apart. So holding on to some of these shorts with very, very tight stops, with decent risk setups, to me, makes sense. So that's what I'm doing. I'm holding some of these names, hoping that they come back. AMC is not doing that. AMC is going right to the upside. Looks like we'll get stopped out very, very soon as AMC right here at 65. We're going to be out if it breaks through 65, guys. That's that dollar fit. There it is. So there we go. So we'll flush ourselves down the toilet. It's not even real damage, but we'll flush ourselves down the toilet on AMC there. We gave ourselves multiple chances to get out there. So this one, definitely, we saw the writing on the wall, but again, worth the risk to the downside there. We gave up 5% of our AMC profits there. So let's hold it again. Let's wait, but maybe the short's not here. So Moon Gang wins again on this one. Let's see if it touches 70. Brendo.
I know Workhorse, guys, is also on this this list. It's actually quite high, 38.5%. But there was a headline here. They're teaming up with this leading drone software provider, Airspace Link, for some drone type work for Workhorse, apparently. So day highs here for Workhorse as well. Heck, why not 18%?
There's too many of them. Pets, just we'll give this one the gates of hell action. I mean, obviously, it just went to that top. I did take some. Had to stretch up a little bit here to 43.20 to take that first lot off, and then going to try to hold the rest to see if we can get through 42. As that was happening, cost made the bounce, and I couldn't find my way into it off of 38. Clearly, that was a good level, not 35. I then tried to get over here, as fast as I could. Did miss that shot here at 42, or 42, 42 and a half as that's rolling over. HT, on the other hand, that's to have something which, well, you don't have to, but it's nice to have something which is a little bit more calm. You know, it's like a $5 name, which, this looks like a big move, that 40-cent move, but it's pretty orderly, bouncing twice off the same level that was previous resistance on the opening range high, and then we're able to catch that at 65. So I'd say we'll get some out for 10, and then we'll get some out for like 15, 20 or so. So we're going to play this game. We're only 20 minutes to go before we have to be flat. At some point, I might have to tighten this up, get some more shares out, tighten the stop up, and not give it to VWAP, but we're not quite there yet. I make that adjustment at about 345 here. So I'm still looking for that next trade in cost. Ooh, it could be, I mean, there could be something brewing over here in AMC if it takes, I mean, if this takes out 70, I mean, 65 there too, but if it takes out 70, that could get very interesting. Although I still think that the one which is holding up the nicest, and I like that 42 break. Running out of time to catch it here because we got to be flat by the end of the day, which means I don't want to be getting in on a break trade with like 5 minutes to go or like 2 minutes to go. But as long as we're up here, we still have time on the board. 42 long in this Bed Bath & Beyond is still a go for me. Even though I like to dip into VWAP, I don't think we're going to get it. It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, no. Okay, so 61.97 or so. I think we got to go. I mean, it has to be a long, right? And again, we're not gonna go crazy and spit off all of our money here or anything like that. But let's go long AMC here. I mean, see that wick right there, that 66. So now we're long. That 66 wick there. That, you know, what was the volume? Okay, so it was a decent volume on there. Again, some of these bottom wicks aren't happening, so you don't have to worry. But this 66, I'm pretty sure happened. We saw a blowout last time. I think it was, I want to say like 35. I mean, nowadays it doesn't really matter, but let's hold this one upside. Look, these 62s are real. So forget about these wicks. It's gone down to 62 the last couple times there and absolutely held. So here's an actual minute chart without all these wicks. So there's 62 holding. It's actually, yeah, 62.07. So right now, let's go long and see. I mean, we are long right now, 64.35. So that's fine. Now it's down $1, but this is what I mean. Let's see if it holds 62. And then this has just been like I said, man, I tweeted this out earlier. What a wild ride today this has been. So we'll hold this one right now and see if it breaks 62. Wouldn't mind getting some more in here if we can, 62.90, things like that. And then we'll see if we take out that 66. The reason why, if we take out this 66, look, top here. Well, I mean, basically top. It couldn't get back up, and then it doesn't get back up right there. So let's see if we take that 66 out. If we do, then I do think that there's a 68 coming right back. So the high of the day today, 72 it shows on our system here. I guess that did happen at about 1 o'clock. So watch out for this 68 if the 66 gets taken. So right now we're going to be buying more down here, man, 63 and change to hold it against this 62. So let's go. Let's see what happens now with this. We also have Fisker to the short side as well. We have way more shares short in Fisker than we do into this AMC, but obviously a $14 name versus $65 name, and one is going absolutely parabolic. So let's wait to see if we can get some more love on the downside here. AMC back into the money now.
Speaking of parabolic, a rising tide lifts all ships, and that includes Naked Brands. So that's up 25%. Doesn't seem like a lot today, but I mean, obviously it's going to still be impressive. This is like the second leg that it's put in here, but on good volume. It's now crossed. See, this is the thing. It's on 360 million shares. It's an 80-cent stock. I mean, AMC is like spitting that and chewing it out in half of a day, maybe even less than that because it just crossed 700. But Naked Brands on the turn and trying to get to $1. I mean, it's still a long ways away from that, guys. If this gets to $1, I'll probably short it tomorrow. Otherwise, we're looking for possibly this 80, which is being tested once again here. You get that parabolic move through 80 or a big press through 80, fail break. I wanted to see if this would have failed here, but it looks like it's going to hold up. If this had immediately ticked back below, I'd be shorting like 79.9, 79.8, something along those lines. You just kind of add a zero to it and then pretend it's like an $8 stock and trade it that way. You have to have those midpoint fills if you want them. Pets, we still got pets to the short side. It's slowly rolling over. This and AHT have been a little bit more calm in terms of the trade. You get the turn. It's never really threatened back to the upside, so I can feel pretty comfortable that it's either going to give me that 42 range, or at this point, you know, we put that stop in, you give it to the high, we make 60 pennies, we lose like 40 on the other end. It'll still be a winning trade as long as I don't miss my stop, which I guess is entirely possible. Coming back to Bed Bath & Beyond, I mean, it's still barcoding. This is ridiculous. With only 15 minutes to go, and if this doesn't make the break by 350, I will cancel that order. I don't want to either buy the dip on Bed Bath & Beyond or take the break if it really doesn't want to break out of this range. One of the only ones that's up this much, doing good volume, and has had no volatility we've been on for like half an hour now, and it's done basically nothing. Right before we came on, there was a 40 break, but that was, again, right before we came on, and it only went $1.50.
Yeah, no, a lot of these stocks are not moving. Like I thought we'd really have something with Fisker, but I guess not. But anyway, we still have that high there looking at that. And then here we go, AMC. Come on, buddy. We know you can do it, and you know you can do it. So let's do it. 64.35. We still have that 36 looking at this straight in the face. You know, we can drop down some different charts here. 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, 6 minute, whatever you guys want. Here's AMC right now, kind of barcoding. Let's see if it has one more bump into it, guys. We're long right here, 64.35. So we tried the short. We were in the money, multiple pennies. You guys saw, or dollars. And this one, the long, hasn't gone for us yet, but we are staring at this 66. I think if we take that out, man, next stop is 70. So let's go, Brendo.
Not a huge deal as far as news is concerned, but worth a mention here. CGC, guys, up 5.25%. Having a nice day along with the rest of the cannabis companies. I didn't even know they had a partnership, but apparently Drake has ended their partnership, or his partnership with Canopy Growth, if anyone's interested.
Because Drake's going to run for Prime Minister. No, I'm being serious. Drake is going to run for Prime Minister, Valeria.
At this point, I believe just about anything.
I don't know. Who knows? But I mean, I'll call him after and see what he's saying. Yeah, we'll knock on his door, see what he's up to. Okay, right now, guys, I mean, here goes AMC. So we're long now. This is what we want. This is the kind of move we need to happen now. It's getting close to expiry on the day, guys. So the market right now, the NASDAQ going upside here, just got positive. So there's some nice little vibes happening here. The market itself just went positive. Drake's going to run for Prime Minister. And the cannabis names are popping off right now, so we're going to wait to see Valeria getting ready to get some citizenship here with Drake busting out there. I don't know if he's going to run the Kremlin or not. Upside right now, AMC, we're still waiting for that one. This is basically the trade that we're waiting for. So I'm going to sit here, wait for this to go. Remember, guys, if it breaks 62, then that's going to be an out. But right now, I'm trying to buy lower. Uh-oh. My bid lower is going to happen in about a second here at 63.20. So we'll buy some more 63s and we'll wait to see what happens at 62. It's bounced off 62 numerous times. Let's see if it happens again.
And here comes that EXPR, yet another one, taking out the absolute high of the day. Really? The high of the day is 666. I'm not making that up. So Blackberry was 1666. This is 666. I don't know. That's got to be good for a bit of a turn. I still have that PES trade on. AHT's not really moving. But EXPR, I haven't made a single trade of the day, but I like that setup. Every time I see it, you get that parabolic multi-candle move. You break towards that high. And this particular day, the pullbacks have just been overextensions, and that's been the name of the game here. So you give it to the high of the day with only, almost 13 or 14 minutes to go to the close. I obviously can't let this go through the high, so we'll have to have a stop at about 670 or so, and then see if it can't get back. Even like 30s or 40s will be a good one. So AHT, add EXPR to the list. Just these things can't seem to stop, guys, but I got to make sure I get some orders out here to the downside so we can capitalize on the potential move down. I still have that AHT, which I just mentioned, and I said if by 350 this stock has not made any kind of move, I would tighten the stop. I'm going to do that. Give it to 560 only instead of giving it into VWAP. So I'm going to move my stop up just a little bit. It's a time of day thing. For most of you that follow along, you know we have to be flat by the end of the day. And one of the parts of that usually is starting to take profits a little bit earlier than you might have wanted to at the beginning of the trade, and then tightening that stop up, because if there's less upside, right, if there's less time for it to move farther from me, or I'm taking less shares for the winner, there's no reason to risk more on the loss. So that adjustment does have to get made for me.
We are I was just checking, the imbalances are out now in 2 minutes, so we'll wait to see what's going to happen with some of these imbalances. Like if AMC's a buy, then yeah, let's go, because this is what we want. So we'll wait to see if AMC is going to come out a buy or a sell. If it's a huge sell, man, this probably gets taken down, and Bob's your uncle, and we'll just live to see another day. But yeah, we're cleaning up today, guys, for sure. So thank you again for watching. And, we trade everything on here, not just one name. So if we do get in trouble on one name, we can get out the other. Today, I have 484 fills. That's a lot of fills. And pretty much all of them, besides, what we do when we're off camera are here for you, right? Blackberry, good trades, man. We were short early, out. Then we see what happened after that. Ford, this was a bad one for us, guys. I thought it was going to, well, it did break 15. We averaged in and then had to get out. So that's not a good out. But Ford, not a winning trade. But again, we talk about them all. So that's a good one there. And then Zoom, we want to talk about Zoom. This was a funny one today. It was not bad. Long, out. And then our last out was right here, right at this VWAP. But we actually managed to be okay on Zoom today. So believe it or not, we survived the Zoom scare here today. And we're basically break even on that one. It never really went, so I'm going to watch Zoom over the next couple of days. I still like this one as the potential to go. I mean, this was not beat down today. They had an earnings report. I like Zoom, and I may even be a buyer of these shares very, very soon, but I like ZM, and I'm surprised at its movement today. So every time I say something, it goes right to Brendan, which is fine by me because God knows I talk way too much. What's up, Brendan?
Just trying to add some color.
Yeah, because I don't do that.
No. Let's talk about GameStop.
Damn you, Brendan.
Here, guys. AMC versus GameStop. Anyone care to wager? Well, you showed it, Lucas. Yeah, this move is now dwarfing GameStop's move overall. So 2,900% year to date versus 1,386 when GameStop went. Here's a chart version if you like that better. This line here is GameStop, this line now, AMC, guys. So yeah, that just kind of puts it into context a little bit. What is happening right now?
Wow.
And you could look. This is the thing. We opened the show and even talking about you could take the best or the highest point or that watershed moment in GameStop when it went 30 to 74, and it wasn't even done that day. And this is still more impressive on AMC. This is extending through, and obviously EXPR is barcoding at the top here, but you're going to watch AMC, which is now at 65, and it keeps trying to break these even dollar levels, guys, but it's not really going anywhere off those levels. And I was just able to get Bed Bath & Beyond. Is that finally, I said it would finally possibly go here, and we got a little bit of time left before the end of the day. It was almost running out of time for this little breakout trade to happen, but finally Bed Bath & Beyond 42 to the long side.
Okay, take out $1 right there. Yes, sir. Gronk spike on that one. And again, it just moves to the upside. So there it is. We take out that $1, and now we're going to hold the rest and see if we can moon. So, it went against us. It rips up there. Here we go, man. We're long 64.35. We just took some out. 65.50. You see that tick right there? That's the red tick. And nothing to do at all with the imbalances. It's just getting near the end of the day. Let's see. $1.40 now in the money. Let's go. Ride the cannons today. Give me that. There it goes. So a good move. I don't know what Zip is. Is this like Zip Recruiter? I think they just went public, didn't they? So
that's a new one, yeah.
Yeah, so Zip's on there. Other than that, guys, absolutely nothing. So let's just go, man. Let's go. Here we go. 65.70. Here we go, AMC. Let's see if we can't take this to the moon here. You guys have seen me take multiple winners on this name. Here comes another one. Fingers crossed. AMC. Oh, yeah. $2 in the money now. Let's go, guys. Big win here. See if it can't keep going. We have 69.70 in our sights here. So thank you to you guys for telling me to shut up and finally go long on this name AMC. But we smoked the short, guys. I mean, the short's been huge today, but I'm happy to have a $3 winner on. So let's just keep on going with AMC.
And here goes the drop of the money in. We talked about Bed Bath & Beyond. This is the one that I wanted to the long side the whole way. We got it at 40. Obviously, right before we came on here, was talking to you guys in the chat about it. And then 42 was going to be the other break. Actual news on this stock, which is different from just about everything else on the list, as Brendan brought to you. It goes right into 43.40. You know I'm going to scalp some out because we got 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left. Got to be flat by the end of the day. I still got that AHT. At this point, it ain't moving. It's not on the Amex. It's on the New York. At this point, it's just simply not moving. I'm not even going to let it break this 60. I'm not going to wait for the stop. I'm just going to get out of it manually here. There's no point holding on. It gave a couple of decent wins, some scalp trades, but I'm going to hang on to what is actually going. Now, EXPR, because it's still off that high of the day, the chance that there's profit taking right at the close, people, it doesn't take out the high. If it holds that, it just flushes going into the end. I won't let it break the high of the day. If it gets there, I have my stop order to cover me, but I'll give it some time to roll over, probably at least until 56, 57, just because there is that deadline. And all I have to worry about is going to be Bed Bath & Beyond, which is pulling back to 42. So good thing we took some out for that buck. And then now EXPR. I'll be watching to make sure something crazy doesn't happen in AMC because obviously that could turn the market as well.
Yeah, I mean, AMC, we just had a 250 in the money there. Yeah, thank you guys. I mean, this is one of my best days in a while. So we're super happy with that one. Shout out to my wife who's also watching. Shout out to Drake who's watching. And we're just gonna get ready. Hello? Yeah. I'll call you after. Okay, bye. Yeah, sorry, he doesn't want me saying his name on TV and stuff. So, okay, $70 to the upside right now. We'll watch this, man. Still $1 in the money. The only problem is, man, our Fisker trade right now is not really working out. So we'll wait to see where Fisker goes from here. But I don't know. If that breaks 80, we gone. But, I mean, I'm over the moon with this trade anyways. So let's see if 70 comes, man. We only have 6 minutes left. Let's go, Ape Nation. What up, Brendan?
Big buy volume just came in there, guys, on that imbalance update. It is a big one today. 2.6 billion buy side total for the imbalance here.
I mean, it got the market to positive territory. We're already there. I mean, it's not really moving it too much, but it's holding positive territory. EXPR, we said we'd give it some time to roll over. That has started to happen already. So again, you're going to get these movers, and there's a lot of them here, guys. And one going one way, of course, Bed Bath & Beyond continues to try to push the other direction. It's running out of, look, it's going to run out of steam here, and I can't let it break that 42. It was a 42 breakout style trade. If 42 goes, I will be out of this one. But I want to see if I can't get it to run back up to that 43, at least retest that high for the last of these shares here. So it's just Bed Bath & Beyond and EXPR. The one that it kind of kills me to look at this one. Because it's kind of weird that this would not seem that impressive. GameStop at 280, up 13%. But yeah, ignoring GameStop when it's up at 280 and calling it unimpressive when it was trading at 240 earlier in the session, actually at the open, that's the kind of day that it's been today, because there are things like a Bed Bath & Beyond that if you're not trading these or AMC or EXPR, all of these names have been just infinitely more volatile here, and that's why we're going to take these trades, guys. You got to favor what is moving. That's the only way to trade around here. I mean, GameStop, yes, it's good, but there's been just a few others that are a little bit better, and that's what we try to give to you.
Okay, so we're $2 plus now in the money on this trade here with our friend AMC. Guys, over 3,000 people watching, but only, no, that can't be right. Let me refresh that. Is that right? 384 likes? No, there must be a hell of a lot more. What? Okay, I may be done this, and 384 likes, 3,000 watching. I'm $2 in the money. I thought it's been pretty fun here today, doing some jokes and whatnot. Unfortunately, I can't provide the colors like Brendan can, but it's going to the upside right now. Let's get that turned around. If we can get 1,000 plus likes, let's just do that right now and show everybody, guys, what it's all about. There it is. How about a triple for likes, Valeria? Right there. Nice little job, guys. Thank you so much for that. 891 likes now. I'm going to check this back, and it's going to be at least 1,500. Shout out to you, Maggie, for this one, telling us to do this. So, Maggie, running things already, and it hasn't even been that long. Thank you so much, Maggie. More importantly, thanks to you. There's 1,000 right there. So,
oh my God.
Thank you so much, guys, for all that love. I'll be back tomorrow. Sleep well. 4 minutes left. Let's go.
Yeah, there's not a heck of a lot more that you can ask for in terms of activity, in terms of action, in terms of giving you guys a bit of a plan. And tomorrow, I mean, I kind of expect that tomorrow is going to be a watershed moment for some of these names, because holding up is going to be an impressive thing. I've seen it happen here in Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know that the rest of these names are going to be able to pull that one off. We'll definitely see. I kind of have this feeling that you're going to see if GameStop gaps up. If AMC gaps up, you're probably going to see pre-market action to that downside at some point, and it's what it did this morning. If it tries to trade above 70, likely to see that same thing, and then maybe it'll be buying the dip and then running one more time. Doesn't feel like it's over. You had down halts, and then you're still going to close on the high, near the high of the day on AMC. That is very, very impressive. Brendo?
Nothing terribly exciting, guys, in the way of earnings coming up after market tonight or before the open tomorrow. C3 AI is really the only one. We'll have a look at that when it comes out. Join us tomorrow morning. We'll talk about that in the morning, and I'm sure a whole bunch more. Stick around. Coming up right after the show at 4 o'clock, we're going to have a great trade review on, guess what? Yeah, AMC. Neil had a great trade on AMC throughout the midday, so we're going to have a trade review again, guys, at 4 p.m.
And with only 2 minutes to go, you know what we got to do around here. I mean, this is going to be what we waited around for on Bed Bath & Beyond, was to see if it could take out the high. It's just done that. EXPR, I'm going to have to get flat, basically flat, but we do get that $1.50 move. It started at 40, then it missed 41. We got 42 on that name. Unfortunately, you got to get flat by the end of the day, despite the fact there's no doubt that because of, well, I mean, it might not be because of the news. I think it's because of the actual news that they had on Bed Bath & Beyond. It's like get flat in EXPR, that's why you got that outsized move and breaking through the high of the day. One to watch for tomorrow, 100%. We'll be all over it like we always are. This one could be a bit of a 4 p.m. runner here. Not much else going on at the close. Other than the meme stocks, if there's something that's on the low of the day, I have yet to find it. We've come in and bought bottoms before. There were none to be had. Not a single name I could look at was appealing in that regard. I mean, I guess something has to be down. I mean, I guess Tesla was at 600. I didn't even want that one.
Guys, thank you so much for everybody, man. We're getting more members. We didn't even ask, guys. Thank you so much for more members. Pet Med Express up 50%. Thank you for that. What's up to Jumpman here, Mike Crean there. That reminds me of Drake. Tarek, thank you so much. More members. Thank you so much to Jason. Thank you so much to Paul for coming through as well. And thank you for the supers, guys. And yeah, okay, I see you, AMC. So here we go, guys. We're waiting at 67.50. See if we can't take a 3-bag right here. $3 on this name, 67.50. I mean, it's 60. I can wait at 64. Maybe I should do that. 67.35 exactly. Let's do that. 67.35. We'll put an offer right there, right now, for AMC. See if we can't take $3 right here at the end of the day. But now it's crashing back down. So let's just get out right now if we can. And there it goes. Damn it. We got a little too greedy, but we'll get out anyways. One more little bump up as the market only has 30 seconds left in it. So here we go. There it is. We're out. We down a nice little out there on that number there. Out 65.50. Good out for us. Nice job. We're at the high of the day. Bang. Thank you so much for all the super chats. We're back tomorrow. Live large and in charge. Let's go. Almost bell time, Neil Roberts.
Yeah, we're able to drop the countdown here for you guys on this hump day. It is just about over. Man, it's still high day on Blackberry. That's Bed Bath & Beyond. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. And what else can you ask for, guys? These are top. Ring it. Ring it.
All right, wow.
I think it's the only one that I can find. Sorry, EXPR is also on the high, but Bed Bath & Beyond just closed at 44.70, literally on the high of the day there, even though AMC did pull back there. So all kinds of strength. Brendan, the only one that actually had news. I'm glad you got us that name.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that tomorrow again for BBBY. 0.15 overall for the S&P, guys. So considering everything that happened today, 0.15 for the overall market is pretty boring. But yeah, lots to look at tomorrow, I'm sure.
Yeah, we just got out there of AMC. Let's wait to see, guys. Hold everything tight. I don't know. I mean, I would have not thought that AMC was able to do this up today to $73. So let alone break some of these tops, 25, 26, 30. You know, no matter what you think, no matter how you trade, Trader TV Live is all about education, entertainment, and information. And I think we continue to bring that to you every single day. Thank you so much for the love on the likes. I mean, we come back in the afternoon, like 1.2. We were at 400, guys. So you tripled that up. Thank you so much for that. We do have our trade of the day coming. So we got to let you guys go. Stay tuned for our trade of the day. Maggie, Lucas, great job, guys. Thank you so much on the board today. For Neil, for Miss V, for Brendo, I'm Sean, and we're all back tomorrow at 8:30. Be well. Trade of the day coming up. Do not leave your seat.
Bye, guys.